Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the peeps from the cult, all the wonderful peeps from the cult, I welcome you to the Amateur League Tournament, weekly tournament. I don't know which one this was actually, let me check it quickly for you. And it's 153. Yes, it's 153. And I'm actually eligible to cast round number 1 because I'm waiting in round number 2 on whoever wins between these two guys, and you are looking at best of 3 matchup between these two wonderful peeps. You're looking at main base of Glacius, which is the Protoss player in blue colors here on the left top corner on the Ruby Rock Ladder Edition, and he is facing our well-known Zerg player Balimko in yellow colors here on the bottom right corner on the same map. I wonder why, but he is, and yeah, they are playing best of 3. Whoever wins goes to round 2. Whoever loses goes down to the losers bracket. This is Amateur League Tournament. This is last weekly of this season. So for those who doesn't know, there are 4 seasons, as in StarCraft 2 default kind of seasons, in-game seasons, kind of similar. Also in this Amateur League, we have 4 seasons, as we have 4 divisions or 4 leagues. And each season has like the weeklies, the monthlies, which are getting the points for depending on your placement, 1 to 8, and then at the end of each season there is invitational, which is single elimination playoff basically, and there is money on board pretty much for the first and second place, at least I believe, as per usual. If more money happens than for the third also. So yeah, basically people playing weeklies and monthlies are fighting for the chance to be invited to the major tournament, and those who are playing in major tournaments getting the first place are automatically invited to the year-end tournament, and those who are top ranked in the points obviously get also to the year-end tournament. So that's after like first 4 places, so it's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th seed and so forth. So if you're not familiar with this thing, then there you go, that's the usual thing, and we have a game, so let's not try to miss out. Balimko, the Zerg player, has picked the third base. He did straight up go for the third in the triangle position as his natural. He doesn't have the links out yet, so the adept actually could be doing damage, but yeah, little bit of miss micro over here from Glacius. He slept in the time that he could have gotten at least 1 or 2 drones down. But he traded now out to have a couple of links. He's shading into the natural. Well, I will call this natural, not the third, although it was. And yep, that problem has been dealt with. Yeah, Balimko has Overlord over here. Balimko opened pretty standard. It's Pylon into Gateway, into Nexus, into Cybernetics Core. He's making Gateway number 2, Pylon number 2, Shield Battery. He has built Twilight Council and Robotics Bay at the main base, which means that he's going for some gateway aggression, and he is researching Glaive Adepts, Glaives for the Adepts, which means that he's gonna go Glaive Adepts, which is the unit which you just saw shading in. So the Glaive Adepts usually are the harassment units to be able to deal with drones in mass, because you can split them up, shade them like in a multiple bases at the same time, and do as much damage to the Zerg economy as possible. Meanwhile, Balimko has collected some lings over here, and he's actually building Baneling's Nest, so it might be the Bane bust incoming here from the Balimko. Meanwhile, there is a couple of adepts being sent to the third to try to defend the upcoming expansion, which was denied here by those lings which were sitting here, and the glaives have been revealed from the Protoss player side. There are battle drones, I guess, queued in into the army hotkey for Balimko, but yep, the worker count is kinda equal, but there is no third for Protoss. and looks like the initial attack was halted a little bit. And nevertheless, the warp prism is on the way. The charge is being researched. There are 4 gateways, so it will still be tried to go for such a thing. But Balimko is sending a lot of lings to do as much damage as possible and deny the third base from coming up. There's some drones distance mining, some probes distance mining, and they are being shut down with this aggression. The adepts are trying to shade into the natural, but not really successfully. 4 or 5 probes had gone down from the distance mining, and there is one more over here. I guess they are automatically queued from the main and natural nexus over here. 4 more adepts are being shaded in, and they are trying to stop these lings from shutting down the third. More lings are traveling through the map. Meanwhile, Balimko actually is going for the Mutalisks, I think, Muta transition, because he's finishing the Spire right now. He has the lair, he's taking gases 5th and 6th right now, so, and he is flooding lings a little bit, but yeah, he halted the ling flood because of plenty of adepts. I'm curious what is the trades. Actually, it's been in favor of a Zerg player, but even though it's 15 Zerglings going down, still it's been in favor here of the Protoss player, right? No, for Zerg player, sorry. Anyways, Glacius picks 2 things at the same time. He's going for Robotics Blade and he's going for Dark Shrine, which is questionable choice, but okay. Meanwhile, the Queen and the Lings are dealing with the aggressive adepts over here. The War Prison has been sent to the 3 o'clock position, but it's not doing anything right now. Double Evos being researched here from the Balimko side, and Balimko actually has a bunch of mutas over here. That's 6 of them actually flying over, probably to harass the main base. There are zealots over here. They have charge upgrade, so they are able to deal with the lings pretty damn good. They have shield batteries on back. There's still the adept in the wall. The mutas have arrived. The GG is called immediately as soon as mutas have arrived, and Balimko takes game number 1. Let's jump into game number 2. Alrighty then. Let's jump into game number 2 between these two guys of round 1 of Amateur League Tournament, 153rd weekly one, and you are looking at the main base of the person who took, or the player who took the map 1, and his name is Balimko. He's playing the yellow colored Zerg pieces here on the left bottom corner on Tourmaline, and he is facing his opponent right now, the organizer of the tournament, the MVP, that's Glacius, which is playing Protoss in the blue colored pieces on the right top corner. Yeah, the first map was interesting for sure. Glacius actually is going for cannon rush. Yeah, it is a cannon rush. There is a pylon, there is a forge, there is double pylons at the bottom. Balimko has not reacted so far. One of the gases have been taken down. There is the other, which is safely secured by Balimko, but the spawning pool only started now. The natural has been cancelled by Balimko, and the drone is chasing around the probe over here. Okay, Glacius is trying to do something. There's 3 drones already down. He managed to drop another cannon down. Is there another? Yes, there is a probe in the main base, so Balimko has only 3 drones dealing with 1 cannon and 3 drones dealing with the another. That's not gonna be enough. That's not gonna be enough. At least not this one. Should not have been cancelled in my mind, but okay, it was. This one is not gonna go up, and this one is also not gonna go up. That's basically the cannon rush has failed. Only thing that will finish will be the gateway here. The pylons are still alive. The spawning pool has finished, and there is a lot of drones here. and I guess the probe was hunted down, and there's nothing actually being built out of the gateway, and it's being attacked by 7 drones right now. It's actually 2 overlords being built here by the Zerg player, while drones are working on the gateway, which is not actually producing the units. There's no natural, there's no second base for the Zerg. Meanwhile, in the main base of the Protoss, we have Cybercore and we have defensive photon cannon being built right now. So there is actually one probe traveling across the map right now, and it's actually going to build cannon. Could it be like giving less space over which the drones should be able to touch the cannon or fight with it? There's actually lings out, so that's gonna be quite not a good one for sure. That cannon is not gonna go up, it should be cancelled. That's a bit slow, micro. Actually, those lings are not having much place, but no, that's not gonna go up. No. Those lings are out and they are able to deal with it. There is one zealot over here right now out for the Protoss player, but that's not gonna be enough to deal with 6 lings for sure. There is one spine defensive being built, and there are more lings coming up right now. Well, Protoss player meanwhile is actually building Stargate at his home base. He's only on 1 base economy, which might not be enough, I think. And meanwhile, Balenko here, the Zerg player, has built a lot of lings. He's going for speed, he's going for Evo chamber, he has finished his natural, and he is starting to out-mine the opponent. And there is still everything running on one pylon over here, which is kind of dangerous if the Balenko decides to build Baneling's Nest or Roach Warren and manages to get like Ravagers to shut it down. It's gonna be terrifying. Nope, okay, it's gonna be repowered now. It's actually Wargate being researched, and there is Oracle being made right now and Chrono boosted out of the base. The Lings are trying to do something for a wall-off, which is obviously not gonna succeed because of one cannon. I believe the Oracle were scouted, therefore natural and main base are getting both the spores on the mineral lanes. There's actually +1 research being done right now by the Zerg player, and there is first Oracle traveling over the map, the second Oracle is being researched, there is sentry being made, possibly to force field the ramp in case of attack, although there are no vision, or there's nothing that could give vision for the Glacius. Yeah, he's doubling down with another pylon. That's a good idea for sure. And yeah, the Zerg player meanwhile actually is doubling down with double sporing in the main base, and I believe there should be another spore into the third being built. Well, that Oracle is going away, completely dead because of that revelation cost, which was, I don't think, necessary at all. And yeah, Balenko, the Zerg player, is starting actually to go for lair tech. Meanwhile, sentry and cannon is attacking the pylon over here, and the Glacius, the Protoss player, actually is choosing to go for multiple gateways. That's gonna be 6 gateways, and the robotics facility is +1. What is he going to do is the question. He depowered his cybernetics core, which means that he cannot anymore like warp in the stalkers or the adepts. The stalkers would actually be not the best choice, since there are musclings and they have +1 already on the field, so that's not gonna be a fun one. And these links actually have been aimed to go towards the natural. They might be denying it. There is some links checking the third base. There's Oracle in the main base. There are spores except the third mineral line has no spores. There are the links. They have arrived. They denied the pylon. They are trying to deny the natural. There are no units. GG Skull and Balimko takes game number 2. He takes the series. He moves on to round 2, and Glacius falls down to the losers bracket.